Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakakwadash, double honor to the apostles, elders of great millstone, taught us truth, and who will. A mighty shalom to the brothers, teaching week in and week out, prophesying the downfall of Esau Edom, and the deliverance of our people, the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Americans, and another mighty shalom, to the believers on the four corners of the earth, So with this lesson, we're going to the 2/3, pretty much the 1/3, being the hopeful elect, the ones that's going to obtain salvation, on this side, and the 2/3, of our people that's not going to attain salvation, So we're going to start off with Zechariah 13 in verse 8. It says, "And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh, that two parts therein shall be cut off and die, but a third shall be left therein." So that land is going into the land of Babylon, also known as America. This is where the majority or the bulk of the Israelites stay. So that being said, let's just say you have a piece of pie. You cut it into three major parts. But you decide, to take out or cut off, 2/3 of that. So what does that leave you with? It leaves you a 1/3 of the pie left. That's the remnant. The one that was saved. And that's exactly what the Lord is gonna do. In this place. The Lord's gonna leave a remnant. Not necessarily a small number, but a small number compared to the 2/3. A remnant which He has chosen. The hopeful elect. To be delivered. Out of the land of Babylon the Great from the nuclear missiles. And the chariots. The hellfire from the chariots, the laser beams. Continue on to verse 9. "And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and I will try them as gold is tried." So the Lord's going to purify us, and refine us. Let's get this word refine. Refine. It says to bring or reduce to a pure state or condition of purity as full as possible. He says, I know some better ones. It says to become pure. It says to purify, improve, remove impurities or unwanted elements from a substance. That's exactly what the Lord's going to do with the 1/3, for His hopeful elect. He's going to put us through situations, to make us better, to make us more pure, in His eyes. Going through afflictions, removing ourselves, from the things of this world, that could taint us, removing the dross, the excess elements, in our bodies spiritually, putting us through the fire, refining us as gold. Continuing on, it says, "And they shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, Yahweh is my power." And that's exactly what the 1/3 is doing right now, at the moment, but they're ultimately going to be doing that during the time of their deliverance, Lord willing, part of that number, but that's what we're going to be doing in the time of our deliverance, But the 2/3 isn't, because they're not privy to this information, and I'm gonna get that. They're not privy to this information, and nor do they want to. The book of Hosea says our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because they rejected knowledge, Also in the book of I believe in the book of Zephaniah, it says that they refused to hearken to the words of the Lord, and pulled away the shoulder. So the Lord is going to have to find his special people, which he already found, because there was no loss. But the Lord is going to have he's going to have to set apart, and set aside, his people, his chosen ones, and have to remove the ones that don't want nothing to do with the Lord, you know. Let's see what precept we get next. Make this a quick lesson. Yeah, let's get Romans 11 and 7. We're going to end off with the Isaiah 6 and 11. Romans 11 and 7. It says, Romans 11 and 7. What then? Israel have not attained that which he seeketh for, but the election have attained it, and the rest were blinded. So as a whole, our people, Israel, have not attained what we seek for. And what do we seek for? Comfort, and deliverance, and the truth, But it says, but the election have attained it. The chosen ones, the chosen ones of the Lord, 144,000, and the 1/3, the elect have obtained that truth, have attained that comfort, have attained what comes with the truth, the wisdom, knowledge, and stability, that comes with it, But the 2/3 of our people, the rest were blinded. And I'm going to get that too in the book of Isaiah 6, But yeah, it's pretty much straight to the point. It's pretty simple. You can't bring everybody, because we've seen what happened. In the book of Exodus. And in the Old Testament, what happened. When we try to bring everybody with us. Murmurings. People trying to buck up. People trying to establish their own rulership and establish their own righteousness. Worshiping other gods. And the Lord ain't doing it this time. He's only picking a select few. His chosen to be brought up out of this place. And to get this truth. Just like the word always like to bring out esoteric. Which I'm gonna bring out real quick. Let's get that word esoteric real quick before I get this word elect. The election. Because this truth isn't meant for everyone. It says secret. It says abstruse. It says intended for, or likely to be understood by only a small number of people with specialized knowledge or interest. So the elect has a specialized knowledge and interest in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai and what he's going to bring forth. The wisdom, knowledge, that he provides, and we have knowledge of, the deliverance, of our people, and the prophecies, what's to come, But 2/3 of our people, they don't have this sort of knowledge, They haven't attained it, They were blinded. Let's get this word elect or election. It says chosen. It says the act of picking out, choosing. It says of the act of God's free will, by which before the foundation of the world he decreed his blessings to certain people or persons. It said the decree made from choice by which he determined to bless certain persons through Hamashiach by grace alone. It says a thing or person chosen, of persons God's elect. Yeah. So the Lord, he chose the hopeful elect, from the foundation of the earth, But the 2/3, they're gonna have to go through that fire, that real fire, that destruction, But the elect, with the wisdom that we got and with the knowledge of what's to come, we're hoping, to be saved. That's why I say hope for elect. We're hoping to be delivered, from the said perils that's coming on the earth. you're in that great test, in that Dorito, that's going in your right hand, on your forehead. That's what we're looking forward towards, you know. But the rest of our people, they're not even looking at that. They're not gonna even know what's going to hit them until it's too late. Let's get this precept. We can end it off with that. Salakia. We can start verse 9. This is Isaiah 6 and verse 9. And he said, Go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not. See ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert and be healed. So the Lord, this is really his bidding, And like I always say all the time, the Lord wants quality over quantity. He doesn't care, about numbers. He showed that all throughout the scriptures. He likes quality. He wants the good things, not the bad. So that being said, he said, make these people's hearts fat and make their ears heavy. Shut their eyes. So they cannot convert and be healed. He don't want the 2/3. They already made their bed long ago. But also, it wasn't meant for them. It wasn't meant for them since the foundation of the earth. The Lord has people. Pretty much this is the Lord's movie. And he has certain actors that he wants. He wants to be the main characters. And he has ones that he don't want to be the main characters, or he wants the ones that will be the bad guys, and he wants them to be the good guys. I'm just hoping, and I'm fortunate enough to be, part of the ones that don't get cut from the movie. Let's continue on. Verse 11, getting off of this, it says, Then said I, Yahweh, how long? Yeah, how long are people going to be like this? How long are their ears going to be fat that they cannot hear? Ears heavy that they cannot hear, How long will our people reject knowledge? How long will our people not understand what's right in front of them? That the Lord soon to come back, But it says, and he answered, until the cities be wasted without inhabitant, and the houses without man, and the land be utterly desolate. So this is the what's the right word for this? This is the judgment, This is the role of the 2/3, While the 1/3, is set for the lot is set for deliverance, and everlasting rulership with Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Of course, the 2/3 Israelites is gonna come back, through the loins of the elect, but they're not gonna be in the same position as them. They're gonna be lower level Israelites. It's gonna be unfortunate, That's just how the thing's gonna be rolling, That's how things are just gonna be, And it's completely out of our hands, It's in the hands of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, But that's the role of the 1/3 and 2/3, That's to come. So, Lord willing, I hope this lesson was edifying. I'd like to give our praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Akakodash. Double honors to the apostle of this great millstone. And a mighty shalom to the believers and the brothers teaching out there week in and week out. Shalom, Kwame Yasharala, and a Bible ball soon.